everyone, I'm Azrael Silver and welcome back to Showing Off My Art. This is a bit of a different setup than I had before. Usually I'm recording over there, but my phone is running out of battery, and so I needed to charge it while I did this, so I'm kind of in the usual location when I record like computer games and whatnot. And so yeah, this is where I'll be doing Showing Off My Art. I'm actually really off schedule. It feels like I haven't done this in forever. It's been 3 months, and I am 2 generations behind. I have generation 8 and 9 to do. We're doing 8 today. I'm working on Gen 10 right now. Current thing I'm doing is Ninja Ash. So that's going well, and yeah, I don't know. I meant to do this at 9. It's now 10. So if that says anything about where it's been at, then yeah. I've been trying to get a lot out lately, is basically the general theme here. Anyway, we're gonna start this off so I'm not delaying any longer. Last generation we ended off doing Colt skins, specifically the soccer skin. So, in case you need context for time period, at the beginning of this generation, Gen 8, Handsome Colt, the new Colt skin had just been announced. So obviously I started off doing Handsome Colt, which at this time was on the Brawl Talk and just there. And so yeah, I got this one out right away. It was very efficient for me. And yeah, so this is Handsome Colt. He's got a cut right there. I mean, I probably could have done his mask a little bit better, but generally I really like this one. I think I did a really good job with it. But yeah, so he's got his little bags of monies. He's got his, double guns, his mask. And for those who don't know, this is one of my favorite Colt skins. So yeah, I don't know. I really enjoy it. I think it's fantastic. And so he's Random Colt. This is what started off the whole thing. But by that point, that was the last Colt skin to do, so we are out of Colt skins, and now we're into another brawler. See, this chair is very weird. Anyway, in case you guys haven't watched the other generations for some reason, and in case you need a backstory, essentially, for a time, whenever I draw a Brawl Star, because I'm indecisive and I can't decide and I don't know, I would have a friend choose for me. And for a while there, it was Austin. And Austin, we select him in a certain order, so I give him a rarity, he chooses a brawler. And if you watch the Brawl Talk, that's kind of been fucked up as of late, but essentially what happened was, I go from Trophy Road, which doesn't exist anymore, to Rare, to Super Rare, to Epic, to Mythic, to Legendary, to Chromatic. And we finished off, the last brawler we did was Rosa, so that was obviously a rare brawler. Now we do a super rare brawler, and the super rare brawler that Austin chose for me to do was Daryl. So obviously this model of Daryl was done by Drawanything Animations. So I'll link, like every other time I mention their name, I'll link their channel in the description below. Go check them out. So they got a cut right there for Daryl on that side. Otherwise he's pretty good. And I really love this. I really love my Daryl, because although I probably could have touched up the colors a bit, Daryl is just... Actually, no, wait. I think Parker might have chose this one. I don't remember exactly when Parker started, but Parker has, Austin kind of got out of touch with Brawl Stars. And Parker was getting really into it at this point, so Parker took over, so things could keep up. And no disrespect to Austin when I say that, and he knows. And it might have been Parker who suggested Daryl, because I remember talking to Parker about the color of Daryl's hat. Because like with Rico's jacket, it was a big, not really a big debate, but it was a debate between me and the guys as to what color it was. Like, for instance, Rico's jacket, I thought it was blue, Parker thought it was purple, I don't know. But navy blue, I don't remember exactly what the argument was, but essentially, I judged the color of Daryl's hat based off of the pins, because the skin's color was like a weird variant that could have been like black or purple or blue. I can't remember what colors it was. So yeah, I just did a navy blue because that's what it was like in the pins. And I remember talking about that with Parker. So I think Parker might have actually been the one who chose Daryl. So yeah, anyways, he's obviously got holes right in those 4 spots. And I don't know, I feel like this is one of those older drawings that really stand the test of time. Like, it's just done well enough, and Drawanything Animations, like, their model for Daryl just works well enough that it stands with even some of the drawings I do today. So yeah, I don't know, this one I just really like. It's like Sprout. It's the same thing I felt for Sprout when I showed off Sprout, so that's pretty cool. And also, my hair's a little bit of a mess. I apologize. I just I took a shower before coming to do this. Next up, obviously, are the Daryl variants. So first up, we got True Silver. This one with no cuts on the page because I actually knew how to fit it on the page after I had done it once. So this is True Silver Daryl. And yeah, there's nothing different about him. No difference in shape, size, anything like that. Same holes in the same spots. Just one color, 2 colors actually, instead of the various colors that Daryl's is. And then, to get it out of the way, True Gold Daryl. Again, not that different, really, nothing special. So, moving on from that one, we go on to the first skin, and I believe this one is... I think this one is also Drawanything Animations. I think they made this one too. But it is like an old, it's Daryl's first model. Not his first model per se, but the model he's most known for if you think of the model he had before his current one. Because Daryl has been remodeled twice. So this is Daryl's remodel. I think it's Drawanything Animation. This might be me, but I'm pretty sure it's Drawanything Animation. Anyway, he's got a hole right there and a hole right there. Much thinner, much less detailed. He's got a cut right there and a cut right there, because I kind of made his guns a little long. But yeah, generally this is version 2 Daryl, let's say, because I used this one, and I kept the same colors. Like, it's the same colors as the first Daryl, but I traced that Daryl to make this Daryl, and this Daryl I know is mine, but this is version 1 Daryl. This is OG Daryl. It's really not that different in any other way, aside from the fact that his any shade of blue is just more lighter on the blue side, and his hat is a lot weirder. But this is Daryl. Same cut right there and same cut right there. I didn't manage to fit those any smaller on the page. But you got a hole right there and a hole right there, and otherwise it's just a different shade of blue that I just ended up using. So yeah, this one is probably my least favorite of the 3 Daryls, just because I don't like how I did the hat. I probably would have gone back and done the hat better if I did it nowadays, but I don't know how I could improve it, to be honest with you, just speaking off the top of my head. But that finished those off, and that's probably the shortest of all the Daryls, I should mention, just in terms of height, but with the guns, it's probably one of the taller ones. Next up was Superfan, and Superfan was done, I believe this one is done by Drawanything Animations. So there's Superfan. It's really, really well done. I really enjoy this one. I like the look of it. I think this one, it's one of those instances where drawing the skin made me appreciate it even more. Because I'm not a big appreciator of Superfan Daryl, but it's there and it's cool. So yeah, he's got the 4 holes obviously, but generally, you know, he's got no cuts on them, about as wide as all the other ones. I think my favorite part about him is actually like the pointer fingers. Those are pretty cool. I like them. Yeah, so that's Daryl. It takes a combination of, actually, if you notice, it's kind of neat. He takes a combination of the other Daryl colors, because he's got like the yellow, which is present in literally every Daryl skin aside from True Gold and True Silver, but he's got like the navy blue, and then he's also got the blue from the version 1 Daryl, which is just, yeah, I just recycled colors to keep it going and keep it efficient. So there's Super Fan Daryl. And then this one I definitely made by myself. I know that for a fact. But this is D4R-RY1. In other words, Daryl, but spelt weirdly. And this was like the tier 1 Brawl Pass skin from the Colonel Ruff's Brawl Pass. It's got holes in the same 4 spots, but no cuts anywhere. This one definitely has like the widest guns. And this one incorporated the use of purple. Honestly, this one, I think I did well in it. I don't know how to improve it, but I don't think it does the skin service. But I don't know what else I can improve, like I said. But anyway, this is Daryl in that form, and yeah, obviously I used the OG Daryl to trace this one, but yeah, no, that's all I gotta say about that. And then we go to this one, and this one, I think I did myself as well. We got Mega Box Daryl, so we got the 4 holes. Actually, you can probably see it, like given all the light and stuff. Actually, you can see it very faintly. There used to be where the eyes were, and then I shifted them down. So there's that. The gem, obviously, the gems I didn't put too much effort in, but they're there. And obviously, this is before Omega Box Daryl, which came out like last week, as of recording this. So obviously, I gotta go back and do that one. That one hasn't done yet, and also Cupcake Daryl, which is in the most recent Brawl Talk and has not been released yet. But I gotta go back and do that one too. But nevertheless, here's Mega Box Daryl. It's incorporating a lot of the same colors we've seen before, and generally not the tallest by any means, but definitely one of the bulkier ones. So yeah, there's the Mega Box Daryl. Also, I apologize if it looks like I'm looking weird in the camera. I'm trying to look there, but I'm really focused on looking center in the camera, which isn't center in the camera because the camera's right there. So I apologize for that. I'm used to looking just this way or looking at my drawing to explain it, but yeah, I don't know. I'm fucking up. Anywho, this one again, I really don't know. I don't know. I think okay, now it's bugging me. I'm gonna actually look this up. Give me a second. Okay, so I'm back. I can confirm that the only skins that Draw Anything Animations actually drew was version 2 Daryl and current game Daryl. So like the official model of Daryl. Otherwise, they didn't draw any of them, which shocks me because that means my work was so good I thought it was from an actual professional. So I don't have to float my own boat, but props to past me, I guess. Anyway, here is Dumplin' Daryl. Obviously I have this skin if you've watched my Brawl Stars videos. Actually, maybe I haven't shown it, I don't know. But nevertheless, here it is. It fits surprisingly on one page, and it's got the 4 holes that are in the exact same spot every time. I left this one to last because it also has a retro skin, but yeah, there's Dumplin' Daryl, so obviously a lot more colors, especially of the warmer side. Not dependent on the navy blue as much, which is always nice. And yeah, so yeah, there's Dumplin' Daryl. Front and center, so yeah, that's pretty good. And then we get to one that I traced. So obviously we know where I traced this one. I traced this one off of version 2 Daryl, and version 2 Daryl gifted. I used the same colors as I did for Dumplin' Daryl, and then just modified version 2 Daryl to make this. So yeah, nothing too different, nothing too special. I actually kind of forgot that Dumpling Daryl had a version before the current one in the game. But yeah, he does. So there's that, and we get this, and it's pretty cool. And this one actually doesn't have This one just has 2 big holes, so there's that. But otherwise it fits on one page. Everything's the same on that. I think as a little technique, I know I've done it with some, I just don't know if I did it with Daryl. I actually made the colors a little less vibrant on the older models intentionally to make them look older than the current models. I know I did that for Shelly, I'm just not sure if I did it for Daryl. I might have. Nevertheless, next we catch up on Mortis skins. So here is Beach Mortis. He's got his shovel and whatnot. Now this one is obviously my favorite of all the Mortis skins I've drawn up to this point because this is the most recent one I did. In case you guys don't know, Mortis was the first brawler I ever drew. Because even though the first brawler I ever found a paper version for to give me the idea to draw Brawl Stars was Dynamite, Mortis was the first brawler I ever drew in paper form. So a lot of his skins and whatnot are kind of retro based, or like older me. This one is just nice, kind of like up-to-date Mortis. The colors are very vibrant, they stand out a lot. I really like it even up to today's standards, like they pop out. I think actually, yeah, okay. So if you look at this one, if you look at the vibrancy of the purple in the hair, and then you turn to this side, it's a duller purple. I used 2 different purples by accident, that was a mistake on my part. But nevertheless, this one has like, I want to say 2, maybe 3 different shades of pink, which is something to note, I guess. And yeah, I don't know. I was watching, actually, I remember when I was making this one, I was watching a Markiplier video. I can't remember what it was about. It wasn't We Happy Few, but it was something kind of dystopian, not dystopian, but it was like it had something to do with a theater. You know? God, I don't know. It's been, I feel like that's like a Markiplier video I only ever watched once. Maybe it was a series he didn't finish? I don't know. I don't remember. But I watched a Markiplier video while I made this just to give an update about that. So yeah, that's it's got 3 holes and no cuts on them whatsoever, traced off of my original Mortis. So there's that. Otherwise, Mortis has been not touched since. But Mecha Mortis came out, so I'll be doing that one in Gen 10, probably. And the next step, we get to the next brawler Parker chose. Yeah, Parker definitely chose this one. And obviously, we did super rares, and super rare choice was Daryl, so now we do an epic brawler, and the epic brawler he chose was B. So here she is. Now I should mention that I've actually shown me drawing B on the channel. I will link it in the description below if you want to go check it out. Or maybe it'll be up on the card there, but probably not because I don't do a lot of those. I did a time-lapse drawing of like all the BB skins. I mean all the B skins. Also the BB skins, but all the B skins. And if you just want to check out all my Brawl Stars content, not that I'm trying to plug, but it's in there too at some point. So there's that. But nevertheless, this is B. This model is obviously taken off of Drawanything animations. And I believe it's the only one taken off Drawanything animations. But yeah, there's B. I've actually really, lately in terms of Brawl Stars, I've gotten really into playing BB. It's really fun. I'm actually not half bad with her, so there's that. But nevertheless, yeah, I don't know. It's just different combination of yellows and purples, bit of orange in there, and generally just what it was. Yeah, I don't know. So there's B. And like Rosa, she has a little pet with her, so I did her Bumblebee too. So there's that. This one isn't from Drawanything Animations. I think I just found a picture and made a paper version of it. So the bees are completely me. But then we have this one, and this is the only exception to that rule because little did I know that B actually had an older model than what she had, and it's not too different. The only difference really, actually let me just quickly move the B to check it out. Okay. Yeah, the only real differences, in case you didn't notice, she's not wearing a backpack anymore, like she was in the current model. Her hair is also a lot less formed, and she has a cut going down the middle, like a mark, a little divider. So other than that, this bee is really no different from current bee. But I decided it was different enough to do it just because I was enjoying drawing bees. So there's that. Nothing too special, no difference in size and anything like that. But now we move on to the actual skins, and from here on out, it's just me, I believe. So anyway, we got Ladybug Bee, which is just obviously traced off of Bee, but she's a ladybug now, and so that follows suit. The colors are different, really, but that's the only thing that's really different. Otherwise, it's primarily just shifted in colors, and it's kept the same in every other way. So yeah, there's that. Nothing too special, and obviously I traced the bee to make the ladybug bee. Yeah. Next is this one I actually struggled with, believe it or not, but this one is vaudeville bee, or whatever it's called. I believe it's called vaudeville bee, but I could be wrong. But yeah, you can see actually if you look closely. I don't know if the camera's picking up. It's not really picking up actually. Oh, it's kind of picking up. You can see like the struggles with like some of the markings for me trying to make vaudeville bee, but generally this is how it turned out. It's actually much harder to convert old-timey characters to paper form than I thought it was, which is gonna say something because Gray comes out soon, and Gray is a Brawl Stars character, and that's not gonna be fun. But no, it's the vaudeville bee. I think she's a little bit taller just because of the antennas, but generally this was a great Supercell make skin. It's just black and white, so there's no difference there, and yeah, so again, if you want to check out me making these bee skins, then you can check them out in the time-lapse video. So, and then obviously just angry little vaudeville bee, probably my favorite one. And then this one was completely a design of my own making, and not inspired by anything really, but this is LD Shadow Lady. Wait, was it LB Shadow Lady or LD Shadow Lady? I think it was LB. It's probably LB. But this is a skin to commemorate one of my favorite Minecraft YouTubers, which is LD Shadow Lady. I haven't watched a lot of her content lately, but I watched her Minecraft, I believe it was called Empires series. That's my favorite series from her. Nevertheless, I was just watching a lot of her at the time. I think she was actually my most watched YouTuber at the time. And I just figured, you know, their voices sound a little similar. I mean, not the most similar, but they sound similar enough. And, you know, it just made sense to me, even if it didn't make sense in general. So I figured I'd give it a try, and it worked out pretty well. So obviously you got the colors of her, like, YouTube channel. You got her pink hair, which is even flowing down the sides. The little earmuffs on the side are YouTube buttons, and there's a little cat on top because she likes cats. And then you got her kind of, I based it more so not off of her actual character, but off of her like Minecraft skin, off of her a lot of her fan art. Really, she's wearing like this anime schoolgirl outfit type thing. I don't know how to describe it that well. You have to see it for yourself. I'm not that great with it, but I just took it as concept and I made it this, which is generally what it was. Her little bee is in squares because it's a pixel. But yeah, no, that's LB Shadow Lady. However, I actually coined the skin. It was in the time lapse, so that you can find it there if you want to figure out what the actual correct pronunciation is. But I'm pretty sure it's LB. Nevertheless, then there's a little happy YouTube bee to go with B. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. The color scheme really works. I think I like the different shades of blue. I like just how it works with B as a character. I just think it all kind of works really well. And yeah, I really appreciate it, so, I don't know. And then we get to these, which is the kind of neat transition from cat to cat, but now we got Neko Cat Bee. And obviously these are the tallest because of the ears. But this one I don't like that much, and it's not because I don't like it in general. If I could change some stuff about it, I'd make the ears smaller, and I would do something about the plate that they're usually holding. I would have changed that in some way, because right now it just looks so lazy. But other than that, I don't mind the skin really. It's just not my favorite. But obviously this is traced off the original Bee, the tallest, as I've said. I think I did like the helmet pretty well. I think the helmet's probably my favorite part, but I don't know. This skin is not my favorite. Anyway, these aren't my favorite either. The cat bees. They're just I didn't hit it the way I wanted to. And then we get to Gold Neko Bee, and Gold Neko Bee is just traced Neko Bee to make Gold Neko Bee. And it's the exact same thing, and the exact same problems, and the exact same height, and then just different colors. So really, yeah, there's not much different to say. But that's Gold Neko Bee. That's whatever. There's the cat for it. I don't know. I like that one even less. And then we get to this one, and this one was Parker's favorite, and their favorite. And actually, this one might be. Wait, hold on a second. Oh yeah, God, yeah. This one is definitely the tallest. And here we get Mega Beetle Bee. One I was actually surprised. I was actually surprised that Drawanything didn't do these skins. But yeah, she's got her claws. She actually still surprisingly fits on one page, like completely. So that says something. But it's just a general, couple color variations in terms of purple. So you got 3 different colors of purple. Actually, hold on a second. Oh, no, you only get 2. Yeah, I don't know. This has been like the most amount of time I've ever studied this skin. And I don't know. I still don't own this skin, actually. I own very well pretty much every other skin 4B aside from True Gold and True Silver, as well as Ladybug and this one. So I own both the Nekos and I own the Vaudeville. And in my heart I own the LB. But yeah, this one, I don't know. I don't know what I'd do differently about this one, but I feel like something about it's just missing the mark. But generally I like this one. I like the detail in it. And yeah, so it's definitely the widest bee and definitely the tallest bee. And to go with it, we get this little thing, which probably is my favorite bee of them all. And I think it's pretty cool. I like it. And then from there, we get the not so special but mandatory, because I'm doing everything and I have OCD. Not really, but yeah. You get the True Gold Bee, which is whatever. You get the B in True Silver, which is whatever. And then you get the Gold Bee, which is, again, whatever. And then you get the True Gold Bee, and that's, again, whatever. It's whatever. But then we get to a little break from the Brawl Stars content. And I'm trying to showcase these kind of as secrets, but it's not working because you can see the things. But yeah, here we got the Angry Bill. And not just any kind of Angry Bill, because if you remember, I did a very fantastic version of the Angry Bullet Bill in one of the previous generations. So I took this same concept and applied it to this one, and this one is the Angry Bonsai Bill. Obviously, it has to have cuts, but this one has cuts right there, right there, right there, right there, right there, and right there. So obviously holding the record for the most cuts, and obviously the same colors used as when I did the Angry Bullet Bill. Kind of the same thing. I actually didn't look at the Angry Bullet Bill as reference for this. That's why it looks a little different, but I was going for the same thing. And just a couple things to note. I apparently got a little confused making this one, because instead of doing I made a fundamental flaw with this. It's that because the red envelops the entire bullet bill and goes around, I didn't know how to have it inside. So I have the black here, and you can see it's just kind of loosely fit in the black line to divide the red from the bullet bill and everything else. And then you also got the flames up here, where I forgot to add the purple flames in initially, and so at like last minute I added them in and I didn't have room for the black. Yeah, I messed up this drawing a little bit, but generally I still really like this one. I like the viciousness of it. I think in terms of structure I like the other one more, but I like the viciousness. I like the mini flames and then the big flame at the back. I like the layout of the flames of this one better, I think is what I'm trying to say, but I like the general structure of the other one better. I think I handled it better than this one. But this one is just, it's still really good. I really love it. I enjoy it a lot. It's one of my favorites. And yeah, it's to date probably the most pink I've ever used in a drawing aside from Birdo. Anywho, and then we go back and catch up on some other skins, because then we do Unicorn Barley, which actually turned out very, very well. A lot of the problems, I mentioned this before when I was showing off Barley, a lot of the problems with Barley is that the gray clashes with the black and then you can't really see anything, and Barley just looks so pathetic. This one, the colors are so vibrant, and although I don't have this skin in the game, I appreciate drawing this one. It's probably my favorite Barley I've ever done in terms of drawings, just because you can see everything that's going on because the colors are so well entwined with each other. And this one holds up even to today's standards. He fits on one page. I think the unicorn grenade is probably my favorite part about the whole thing, but I just enjoy this one a lot as is. And yeah, so that's Unicorn Barley, and Unicorn Barley is it's not bad. It's not bad. Anywho, to follow that one up, we get another horrible skin because I decided to go. I traced Barley. And I did Gold Barley because this is actually one of the first skins I ever owned, and it's Gold Barley from the old games. So this is version 1 Gold Barley. And it's traced off of the version 1 Barley that I had already made. And this one, coming after that one, does not hold up very well. But this is, it's just what it is. And it does its job, and then, you don't gotta talk about it again. So there's that one. Obviously I like it less than Unicorn Barley, but it's not bad on its own, I guess. It's just because it comes after that one that kind of like, okay, it's there. Next up, we get Mythic Brawlers. And Parker, for the Mythic Brawlers, chose Tara. Now, this model is obviously, again, from Drawanything Animations. So, yeah, there's that. Again, the same pink you've seen on a majority of the other skins. A lighter purple, but not the lightest purple. I think the tarot cards are my favorite. And otherwise, yeah, she's just being really sassy. Not my favorite model from Drawanything Animations, but definitely a model that's there. And a model that I can appreciate for its hard effort. Suffice to say, she fits on one page, she's got no cuts anywhere, and she is just there. I also have a custom skin for this Tara too, but then we got True Silver Tara, but that's not important. And then we got True Gold Tara, but again, that's not important. And actually, I want to preface one because my next skin, it's actually a very weird skin I doubt anyone ever would have thought to do, but it's Waluigi Tara. And the reason I did Waluigi Tara is because of Tara's shoes. Every time I would draw Tara's shoes, I would think of Waluigi, and it's like, yeah, I'll give it a try. So I started creating the logistics of it in my head, and then it came time to do it, and I did it, and this is what it came out to be. So obviously the cards are outlined in purple, and they're little bomb-ombs, which I think is just kind of neat, because Waluigi is for some reason associated with them. It's got like the Waluigi L, but it's got a little block to the side that makes it look like a T, so it's Waluigi, but it can also be interpreted as Tara. The orange bun of the hair is just because the Waluigi kind of has like a lighter side of brown hair. Yeah, I don't know. Then you got like the Waluigi cap that's going down over the one eye. You got like the blue ring under Tara's eye to make the Waluigi eye, and then the rest of it's just like the rest of the mask is Tara. I guess looking back in hindsight, I probably would have added a Waluigi mustache, but I didn't think to do that. I didn't want to gender swap it too much. But nevertheless, you got the glove, and then you got the sleeve rolled back a little bit for whatever reason, and then you got the thing. And I did something cool with the trousers, where instead of it going on either side, as like suspenders usually do, It's a little mystified where it goes like up and then to either side. I don't know. I thought that made it look cooler and just in general. So then you got the thing that I just realized now that I put on her breasts, like the buttons. That wasn't supposed to symbolize anything. That's just there. And then you got the purple shirt, obviously. Again, same sleeve rolled up, hand in her pocket. And then she's got the Mario cape on, because if I did it without the cape, it looked kind of weird, like kind of empty. And Tara has that kind of little bit of the rest of her shirt hanging down in the back. So I put the cape in there to put the cape in there, and then she got the Waluigi overalls and the Waluigi shoes. I just think in general, it's a very weird combination, and it's a very odd just thought to have in general. It's a very weird skin. I will even admit that. It's a very weird skin, but I think it works. It's not my favorite Tara skin by any means, but I think it works well enough for what it needs to. And so in that way, I do enjoy the skin. I think it was just a fun little combination. And then obviously we got Iris Tara, which is, there, and Tara and Iris. And then we have the worst of all the Tara things and my least favorite of all the Tara things I've ever done and ever will do, which is her shape, her shadow, that she spawns sometimes. I don't like it that much. So I'm just gonna stop talking about that one while it's there. I didn't really care about it even when I was doing it, because I didn't know what I was doing. So you can tell the effort wasn't really put in, and yeah, I don't know, it's not that great. And then we got Tara's OG model, her first model, so just the eyes bigger, the mask is a bit wider, the cards are a different shape, her pants are different, she's generally different but the same. And yeah, I don't know, it's not that special. Yeah, I don't know, it's kind of there. Follows the same color scheme and whatnot as every other one. And then you got this one, which is kind of a nod to old me, because you got the Street Ninja Tara, which I believe Street Ninja Tara is done by Drawanything, but her cards are floating up and by tape, which is a little old trick I used to do and I haven't done a lot lately because I haven't needed to. But yeah, it's just a really cool, neat little touch up there. And I really like this skin. It's cool. And yeah, it's there. And then we get to the final skin at this time. At this time, it was the newest skin for Tara. Obviously, Tempest has come out and Rage Quit's come out, and I have yet to do those. But we just got Rage Quit Tara, which honestly ain't too shabby. I do enjoy it. I think the hat, for me personally, the hat works for the model I was using, and it works for the paper style. But the hat just looks a little weird to me. It looks a little off-putting, and I probably would have tried to do that a little bit better had I been able to go back and change things. But generally, this is still a pretty good skin. I love the chips. I love the poker theme to it. I love the hearts and whatnot. It's pretty good, and it's made by me. I just probably would have changed the hat if I could go back and change something. But otherwise, yeah, it's pretty good, and I really like it. So there's that. It's 40. We'll probably go to 45. Now, this one didn't age well, in a general sense. If you know, you know. But True Silver Penny, because this is no longer Penny's form. She's been remodeled, so this is like the old model Penny. So it didn't age well. And also, it's True Silver, so who cares? And then we got True Gold Penny, and again, who cares? And then we got a turret. Who cares? And then, to cap it all off, we got her turret. Who cares? Next, this one actually turned out really well. Kind of a shame, really. But this is Wizard Byron. And this one, actually, I really enjoy this one. Even when I first made it, I really enjoyed this skin of Byron. It's obviously traced off my original Byron, but that original Byron's been discontinued because if you notice the central theme here, his head is too large. So I kind of fixed the head for whenever I get Parker chooses for me to redo Byron. But until then, this is the last Byron skin we ever get to do and ever see and ever have done. So yeah, this is Byron. A couple different shades of blue. I want to say at least like 2. Yeah, definitely 2. And generally just yeah, it's there, and I really enjoy it for what it is. I still do enjoy it to this day, even if I am redoing Byron. But this is just my redone Byron. It's just what it is. It's a redone Byron. It's discontinued. Eventually you'll see this one again pop up when I redo Byron, but until then, this is the most we get out of Byron, and it was pretty cool for the time, and I still enjoy it. I enjoy what it was for what it was. And then we get this one, and this one is traced off of the old version of Nita to make old Panda Nita version 1 version Nita, which isn't that great and generally doesn't require that much detail, so it's kind of just there. Not that important. There's better skins. I've done better. Then we got old Bruce, and again, not that important, not whatever. Save the pandas. Cut right there. It's whatever. And then we get True Silver Edgar. This version of Edgar's been discontinued because he also has too big a head, and also it's True Silver, so who cares? And then we get True Gold Edgar, and again, who cares? I think around this time, actually, when I was making these skins, I was watching Markiplier play like the DLCs of Resident Evil Biohazard, so there's that. And then we got True Silver Byron, again, who cares? And then we got True Gold Byron, and again, who cares? It doesn't matter, it really doesn't. But then we got True Silver 8-bit, and nobody cares. Then we get True Gold 8-bit, and who cares? The True Gold and True Silver, they don't do anything. But then we get to this skin, and this skin is the newest 8-bit skin to date. He's got a little hole right there, and otherwise, this is a V8-bit. V8-bit, I can't remember if he was new to the game at the time. He actually might have been new at the time, but I could be wrong about that. But this is like the last time I was like seriously playing 8-bit hardcore. I haven't really touched 8-bit much since now, but it's good for what it is. I probably would have done better on the eyes if I got to go back and do it, but I still really like the skin. It's traced off of probably one of the true 8-bit skins, but I don't know. It's here, and it does its job, and it's good. And I need to show 8-bit more love. But for now, that's all 8-bit is. He's there. Yeah. You know what? We'll continue this next episode. So, thank you everybody so much for watching. I'm Azure Solo. Like, comment, subscribe for more of this, more gaming and vlogs, what else comes. I'll see you all very, very soon. Sorry, I know it's just late at night. I apologize for being abrupt. I'm getting there. But